What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Playbook Sports Podcast. We are coming to you guys remote this time. Crazy week. It is what it is. We are going to jump right into pick six, where we pick our 6 favorite spreads, give you guys an alternate in case of injury, and see how we do. Last week was a strong week for the show in general. Addison, big week, 5-1, brother. You're
Needed
all
it.
the way, all the
Needed
way
it.
back. All the
Yeah.
way back now after a rough week a couple weeks ago that no one even remembers. I don't
Yeah.
even remember how it went. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Who knows?
Me and Colin both went 4-2, and Sage 3-3. You got to be okay. I mean, you're okay with last place 3-3.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be last, but if you're 3-3, that's not bad.
It's a 50-50 shot on each pick, and I got 50%.
Hey,
Bingo.
can't be upset.
Speaking of 50%, as of this past week, everyone on the show now is 500 or better.
Okay.
We are all officially at 500 or better. Whoever was in last place finally hit 500. I don't know who that was, but they're at 500 now. So that's all that matters. So, alrighty. Pick 6. We will obviously add Collins to this as he is probably face down in a ditch somewhere. Who knows where that kid's at? Who knows? Sage, I want you to start us off. What do you got?
You got it. So my pick 6, my first 4, you're going to think it sounds a little homery, but I'm just going to rapid fire these real quick just for the pod, all right?
Okay.
I'm taking Dallas -3.5. I'm taking Baltimore -8.5. I'm taking Miami -2.5. And I'm taking Chicago +3.5.
I don't know if that's ever happened, low key. Has anyone ever taken the whole pod? Like that's.
I doubt it. I doubt it, but I love it.
Hey, that wasn't how I wrote them down, but when I was looking through them, these are the ones that I loved, and I was like, man, that's crazy. I saw it, and it's just a vision. You know, this is our week. I love it. We're all going against pretty easy opponents this week. I mean, Dallas has got Las Vegas, who just put up 7 points against the Broncos.
Denver.
Baltimore's playing Cleveland, and we know Cleveland got Dylan Gabriel at the helm with obviously they got a great defense, but Lamar's kind of defense proof. Miami's playing Washington. Washington does not know how to play football since Jaden Daniels went down. Who knows who's playing wide receiver? I mean, there's playmakers gone on both sides of the ball for Washington right now, and Miami just put a fucking whooping.
Just beat that.
Oh yeah.
So loving that, and then Chicago over here. Minnesota, I mean, who knows what they have right now because J.J. McCarthy threw 2 picks, almost 3, should have been 3 last week against Baltimore. And Chicago's showing, hey, if it's a close game, we're closing out. All right?
Yeah, different from the past Chicago teams, man.
I love it.
That's what I'm saying. So Minnesota's defense, they're kind of hitting bumpy roads right now. And with Chicago, what they're doing on offense, I mean, they've got too many mouths to feed. And guess what? They gonna feed them. I'm gonna wrap up my other 2 real quick with San Francisco -2.5 versus Arizona. I don't think it matters who plays quarterback right here. I think San Francisco, I mean, they kind of got whooped up on against the Rams. They kept it close for a minute.
They did.
They kept it close for a minute before MVP Matthew Stafford, decided to pull away in the 4th quarter. But hey, don't count Mac Jones out, you know? He's doing it with Jawan Jennings, and Ricky Pearsall's not even in there. Kendrick Bourne, and George Kittle's coming back from injury, and he's putting up points still. I love his grit right now. And then Arizona, we never know what we're going to get from Arizona on any given week. Some weeks, they play close to the very end, you know? And I believe it probably will be close, but probably not 3 points close. And then I'll finish out with Cincinnati +5.5 against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh just looks kind of lost right now. They're showing their age a little bit. And I think Cincinnati right now, all they do is score points. And granted, all they do is give away points as well. But I don't think Pittsburgh can keep up, even with free plays. You know, I think Cincinnati still can just kind of tear apart that old defense, run around them in circles, and score touchdowns. Finish off with my alternate, Tampa Bay +5.5 versus Buffalo. Buffalo has not looked like the same team recently. And Tampa Bay, say what you will about them, they've been keeping their games close as well. And then I think they're going to start getting healthier a little bit. But Buffalo, I mean, their defense kind of look like Swiss cheese right now. And don't let Baker Mayfield round it.
Yeah. No, I like those a lot. First of all, I do want to shout us all out. All of our teams that played last week won on the podcast. Dolphins, Bears, Ravens, Colts, Dallas didn't play. Otherwise, we'd be having a full-blown celebration if we went 5-0. If we have to suffer for 0-5, we got to celebrate 5-0.
Yeah,
That's how that works. That's only fair.
Podcast after dark. We're all getting messed up.
That's right. Hell yeah. All right. I like those picks, Sage. So I'll speed run them one time for everybody. He's doing the podcast sweep. Dallas, Baltimore, Miami, Chicago, San Francisco -2.5, Cincy +5.5, and Tampa Bay +5.5. I like them. We've got a few similarities and one opposing one. We're going head-to-head one time again this week, which did not work out for me last week, but that's whatever. San Francisco, yikes. Chicago +2.5. Love the number. Absolutely love the number there for the Bears. And so we have to, since we can't take them plus or minus 3, they have to be +2.5, unfortunately. But that's okay because the Bears are going to win this game outright. Because I'm sorry, JJ McCarthy is not good. He's not there. I know he's got this alter ego 9 that he developed in his injury season. I didn't see 9 on the field last week, brother. Where'd he go? What, you can't use him again? I mean, what are we talking about here? Justin Jefferson is giving up on plays mid-play. He is defeated because he's seeing what Sam Darnold's doing over in Seattle, and he's like, damn, man, we let him walk for nothing. That was a huge mistake by the Minnesota front office, in my opinion, at least at this moment in time. Can McCarthy be good? Sure. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. Is he good enough right now for this roster to win a Super Bowl? No. Bluntly, no. And Minnesota also 1-3 on the season at home. Kind of a crappy road home team. They're 3-2 on the road, 1-3 at home. Don't love that. And the Bears keep games close. The Bears come back and win. Are they going to be trailing by 10 in the fourth? Maybe. That doesn't deter them, man. The other teams just fall apart against the Bears, which is awesome. Love to see that. And this is kind of a big game for the Bears, too. Get to 7-3, staring down the gauntlet that is the rest of their schedule. This is a very big game for them. Go into Minnesota, prove you're real, win this ball game. Next one I'm taking, and this one hurts me because it's taking against the team that I believe in. I'm going to take the Chargers -2.5 points at Jacksonville. I've got to, man. Jacksonville cannot blow that game last week against Houston. No. You cannot blow that game against Davis Mills. They were winning huge. It was what, 29 to what? They ended up giving 29-10 going into the fourth quarter. You have a 19-point lead against a division rival who does not have their quarterback, who does not have a good offensive line. The Jags D-line was eating the first 3 quarters, and then they just stopped, and Davis Mills cooked them. Davis Mills, 292 yards, 2 tuds, and a pick. He outplayed Trevor Lawrence. And now you've got Justin Herbert coming to town. Sound the alarms, Jacksonville. You're in trouble. You had a chance to continue pacing for that division, and you just blew it. You just absolutely blew it. And I think that carries over another ball. I like Chargers to win this game and cover the 2.5 points. I'm with you, Sage, on San Francisco -2.5. San Francisco lost bad. That wasn't because of their offense. It was because their defense couldn't stop Matt Stafford, who's playing the best football he's ever played right now. Yeah. I don't see Jacoby Brissett putting up 4 touchdowns. I don't see that happening against San Francisco. The Rams are just an absolute wagon, which that game, Rams-Seahawks, I mean, a matchup of arguably the 2 best teams in the NFL right now, in my opinion. 2 of the best playing teams in the NFL. That's going to be awesome. But San Francisco on the road, -2.5 points. Their offense is going to score with Mac Jones. It'll score enough with Brock Purdy. They put up 26 against the Rams. If they can put up 26, I don't see any way the Cardinals score 24 this week. So I'm going to take San Francisco -2.5 there as my third one. Next up, this one scares me. I don't like it because it's going against Andy Reid off a bye. But you're going to give me the 8-2 Denver Broncos and give me the 3.5 hook? They're straight up plus 3.5 points, man. I know Andy Reid does not lose off of a bye. Can he just win by 3? That'd be swell. In Denver, Denver's defense is so legit. That pass rush is unbelievable. Josh Simmons, I think he's back. I think he finally returned back to the Chiefs after being gone for the last 6 weeks for a personal reason, which is crazy, by the way. We never talked about that on here. That's nuts to have your first round pick say, it's Sunday morning. I got to go. I'll see you when I see you. Hopefully everything's good. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully.
I saw some speculation on that on Twitter, but it was pretty crazy. It was that he was like, he got addicted to pain pills off of his college injury and he had to go to rehab. But that's all allegedly speculation. Saw that on X, but it wouldn't surprise me though, because they probably just throw the pills at these kids, you know what I mean? And they're taking stuff thinking it's good. And all of a sudden they feel like they need this shit. Yeah. Not good. I mean, that could also be completely false, but that's what it was the original story floating with that.
With how hush hush they kept it, I wouldn't think, that probably could be it,
Yeah.
because it's a family issue. Like you kind of hear like family issue, like
Oh yeah, for real.
yeah, like they'll bring that up on the broadcast or something.
Yeah. So I'll be interested to see how he does in his first game action back, going up against the best pass rush in the NFL by a country mile. So give me Denver plus 3.5 home division dog. You all know I love it. Dallas minus 3.5 points against the Raiders. That's a disrespectful line. I don't know what we're basing this off of. The Raiders can't move the ball and they can't really stop anybody either. I mean, the Broncos offense is bad. That kind of contradicts my last pick, but the Broncos offense has not been good this year. Bo Nix looks like he's kind of plateaued. Wonder if anybody called that. Like we've already seen the ceiling, and that's probably it. But hopefully he can step it up. Who knows? Either way, Dallas minus 3.5 points against Vegas. I mean, Vegas is not good. Dallas is going to want a little bit of their get back after a really crappy last game. They're going to come out. Who are the corners that are going to stop CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens? I don't see them anywhere. I don't see them anywhere.
They're not on that roster.
No, they are not. So I love Dallas minus 3.5. I think maybe this my sixth and probably stinkiest play of the week, and this one scares me a lot. This could go great. It could go terribly. I'm going to take the Lions plus 2.5 points in Philly. I'm going to take the Lions plus 2.5 points in Philly, man. What do the Eagles, what have they struggled with this year? Physical teams with good lines. They could not run the ball against the Packers last night. They couldn't really even throw the ball against the Packers last night. Detroit's offensive line, I think, bullies them. I don't know how they're going to do defensively, to be honest with you. This is probably going to be a high-scoring game. I hope it is for fandom's sake. But I also don't know what's going on with Philly's offense. It has been rough this season. It has not been very good. Detroit's offense is going to score 30 points. They're going to score 25 to 30 points. So I need them to do that and hold the Eagles to just 2 points more or less. That would be ideal. So I'm going to go with Detroit as my sixth play, plus 2.5 points there. And then my alternate, I have to do it because I'd be silly not to. You know I'm taking the Dolphins minus 2.5 in Madrid. We're already there. We went over Monday night, like pretty much, or Monday morning, like flew over immediately to get over there already. Healthy for the most part, should be getting an offensive lineman back hopefully soon. The running game, if we just can lean into that against Washington with Daron Payne leaving their last game injured, I don't know if he'll play or not. That's a huge piece in that defense. That defense is old. That defense is slow. That's kind of the worst possible team to face Miami and the speed that Miami has on offense. I don't know how they slow down Achane if we just commit to running the football. Defense looked fantastic against Josh Allen last week. I think it's going to look pretty good against Mariota again. All of a sudden, the Dolphins defense can stop the run. It's like this was the game plan all along. Also, I'm not saying it's because we fired Chris Grier, but we might have finally got the devil out of our building. I mean, I'm just saying he showed up in the year 2000, haven't won a playoff game since he showed up. Now he's gone. All of a sudden, we beat the Bills, and it's like an ass beating, not a close beating of the Buffalo Bills. It's like, oh, maybe he was just the actual devil. I don't know. I've never seen them in the same room.
You guys had an exorcism, and now you're okay?
And what?
You guys had an exorcism, and now you're okay?
Yeah, we had to have. Like, someone said maybe firing Chris Grier was what appeased the Indian tribe that we built our stadium on their burial ground. Maybe firing him finally appeased them, and they're like, okay.
It had to have, man. It had to have.
God, I hope so. Because if it's not Chris Grier, then I don't know.
What was your one that opposed me?
So it was going, I changed it. I talked myself out of it. I got scared. It was going to be Pittsburgh minus 5.5 points. But then I'm sitting here. I'm like, oh, God, Joe Flacco, man, he's going to score points. Pittsburgh looked terrible.
With Joe Flacco in there, they're first in points.
Yeah. I'm like, I just couldn't do it. I talked myself out of it. I'm sitting over here scrolling, panicked, looking for a new game to pick. And I'm like, you know what? I think Detroit can win this damn football game. Give me Detroit. I couldn't touch Seahawks, Rams. And the Packers are kind of in the mud right now. Like, yeah, they should beat the Giants by 7.
Yeah, but
and they just lost back-to-back home games to the Panthers and the Eagles.
New coach bump as well for the G-Man.
That's another reason I'm scared because the Giants are probably going to win outright. And I don't know what to make of some of these other teams. So I was like, you know what? Give me the freaking Lions, baby. Let's roll. So last little speed run here as I've been yapping. Chicago plus 2.5. Chargers minus 2.5. Detroit plus 2.5. San Francisco minus 2.5. Denver plus 3.5, Dallas minus 3.5, and Miami minus 2.5 as my alternate. I'm taking all the little spreads this week. Addison, what you got?
Well, I got to say, shout out me and Sage for having the balls to take your Miami Dolphins. They're my first team, minus 2.5. Washington is just imploding right now, Payne with the punch on St. Brown. And it was after St. Brown started it earlier. And, of course, no flag on him.
No.
But still, Washington's just the opposite way of what you want to see right now. I mean, they're following the Bears' footsteps from last year. Lose the game to the Bears, and all of a sudden everything's downhill. Love to see that. But Jaden Daniels, no IR, might play again this season. Like, that's just absolutely mind blowing. No ligament damage in his elbow. I mean, I was talking like he was donezo, and he's not even getting put on IR. But if they continue to lose, we'll see if he even plays.
Why would you bother bringing him back, man?
Yeah. Miami -2.5, though. Like you said, defense is stepping up. Offense is playing reckless abandon. They're just saying, hey, let's go in. What's the point of not? And I like them right now. McDaniel coaching for his job, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, players haven't given up, which is nice to see.
If he doesn't lose the locker room, I mean, that's a good sign.
Yep.
So Miami -2.5 is my first one. I've been on the Bears for multiple weeks in a row, and I'm on them again.
Let's go.
Give me the Bears +2.5. Iceman, Caleb Williams himself. I mean, I think that was – I saw it on Bears Twitter. That might be the game where everything sort of clicked for him. He looked really smooth. His receivers, multiple drops, really hurt the completion percentage and yards in that game. But Caleb's decision-making, quick ability to get rid of the football. And, I mean, this guy's got top 3, top 4 sack avoidance in the league. There are 5, maybe 6 guys where they can make something happen out of absolutely nothing, or when a defensive end's on their back, all of a sudden they're out of the pocket. Williams is one of them. Thank God the Bears have him, because it's a joy to watch. Bears +2.5. Get some revenge from that week 1 choke against Minnesota. Nate, I'm with you on Chargers -2.5 as well. Jacksonville, Liam Cohen and Trevor Lawrence. That's not working. And I understand it could just be frustrations of the moment, but the way Cohen acted when the game was officially over, ripping the headset off, throwing the play sheet down, clearly upset with Trevor Lawrence. It's just tough. I mean, things were looking good for Jacksonville. Now Travis Hunter out for the year. So that's just another weapon loss on both offense and defense. Chargers coming in, need to keep winning because their division is stacked and the AFC is stacked. So give me the Chargers just to get another step in the playoffs.
BTJ's playing this week?
Don't know. I haven't seen anything about BTJ. Let me click on Jags here, see what they got on the injury.
I was going to say, I don't see anything about him. It's all about Travis Hunter right now.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't play, then it's really bad.
Yeah, then you're really cooked.
And even then, he's been a disappointment this year, but I'm on the Chargers. Ladd McConkey, I mean, he explodes for a 60-yard play like every game, it seems like. Makes the guy miss. After running a clean route, we all said he was the best route runner in that class.
Yeah, hey, shout out the Bills for passing on him.
I know it, man. They passed on him and Worthy. What dummies. What
shout out the Bills.
Give me the Seahawks +2.5. I'm on it in the game of 2 stud teams. The Rams and the Seahawks are giants right now. They're the NFC teams to beat, in my opinion, even though Philly is technically 1. But Seattle and the Rams have too much offense for about anybody in the league right now.
Yep.
And it's going to be a shootout. Give me the team that has Jackson Smith-Njigba, Sam Darnold playing well. I get that the Rams are on the other side and Stafford playing crazy. So I'll take a team plus points and pray that it's the Seahawks kicking the game-winning field goal or the Rams win by 2. That's going to be an awesome game. Had to get some action on that. It's too good of a game not to. And
love it.
Darnold's playing so well. I mean,
he is playing lights out.
I questioned it when they signed him, but hey, it's why I look like an idiot half the time anyway. So Seahawks +2.5. I'm opposite you. Give me Philly -2.5 against the Detroit Lions. And I know the Eagles offense has looked piss poor, but I was talking about the standings a second ago. Philly, if they lose this game, the 1 seed's completely out of their control, in my opinion. I don't know if they'll be able to get it back because I just don't see the other teams letting up on the gas. And Detroit would have the tiebreaker then in this game. So I think Philly's going to come to play. Another week of getting Saquon more healthy, look decent out of the bye, dealing with that knee injury. But you're not wrong. It's just not completely clicking for Philly, but they're still winning football games. Vic Fangio's got the defense humming. I mean, they know the play call on the biggest play of the game.
That was crazy.
LaFleur got owned there by Fangio. I mean, the fact that the D-line is inside zone this way.
Inside zone this way.
That's tough.
Literally, if I'm Jordan Love and I hear that, why am I not audibling?
I know. Josh Jacobs even saying that it made him change how he thought he was going to have to attack the play. And it's like, so maybe then Love really should have audibled. But hey, Green Bay being in hell, I love it.
I literally had that happen one time during when we played like freshman football. When we would run like a power left or power right, the guard, which was me, would have to say apple or banana. Hit the A gap, hit the B gap. and I had the D tackle lined up on my inside, and I was like, all right, hit the B gap. I yelled out, banana, banana. And then the linebacker comes up and goes, the ball's going to be right here. It's going to be right here. And I was like, what the fuck do I do, coach?
Yeah, you're like apple? Like,
Apple? I'm just kidding. Apple.
I don't know more fruits.
Like, yeah, like that's it. You got 2 options, and they know what we're doing.
I love it.
Play's dead.
Plays over, baby. But yeah, give me Philly minus 2.5. It's going to be a game this is another great one of the week. Probably the top 2. I'm in on both of them.
Yeah.
And then I'm also opposing you on this one, Nate. So we're going to have opposite records this week. Give me my Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep.
Minus 3.5. Bo Nix sucks.
Yeah, he's bad. Buns.
He is getting bailed out from Sean Payton's coaching ability and that defense. And don't get me wrong, I shouldn't say he sucks. He's definitely taken a step back from last year. Completion percentage down 6%, 18 touchdowns, 8 picks. The touchdown numbers are nice, but 8 picks already, not the best. And he's just missed throws, and he's hurt the Broncos with some of his throws, and that's definitely not what you want to see. This is a big one for Kansas City. Jacksonville is ahead of them in the standings right now. And if Kansas City loses, falls to 5-5, who knows? I still think they're going to figure it out, but this is a big time game, and it's off the bye. Division rival, Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. I think 3.5, they get it done. This is a 4-point victory or more. So I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs. Sorry, Nate, we're head to head on 2 of them.
No, I like it.
I love it. But my alternate, shout out Chiefs, not feeling well. So hopefully this pick makes you feel better, my friend. Dallas Cowboys minus 3.5. I was scared. I should have put it in my 6, probably, thinking about it with how you talked about the Raiders, because, man, they are piss poor.
They're bad.
Fenty was the wrong pick because your offensive line is terrible, and he can't get it going.
And Memphis amazing.
Offensive line. And then Geno, that's tough as well. You took the guy that had the resurgence after his resurgence was over. So give me the Cowboys minus 3.5. You said it, CD. George Pickens going crazy. So I'll speed through one more time. Miami minus 2.5. Chicago plus 2.5. Chargers minus 2.5. Seattle plus 2.5. Philly minus 2.5. KC minus 3.5 with an alt of Dallas minus 3.5. A lot of small spreads on this end as well.
A lot of small spreads. I mean, just looking at the games that we didn't talk about that maybe Colin picks. I mean, none of us. I think I've learned my lesson. I'm not touching Thursday night because clearly I can't get a read on it.
Thursday night is weird.
Patriots minus 12.5 against the Jets seems like a lot of points too. The Patriots kind of play some of these teams closer. They've been in some close games, and the Jets have won their last 2 games, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
They have. They've won their last 2 games, which is insane when you think about it. But 12.5 points on a Thursday night is so many points to cover. Patriots are clearly better. I just don't know if the Jets get blown out.
Justin Fields, man, I love you, but 52 passing yards and 42 are on a screenplay, and that's your big offensive touchdown. And they're out Garrett Wilson, so Drake May is going to throw 2 deep bomb touchdowns in this game, and if I had to pick it, I think I'd be on New England even with the big spread.
Same. If we were picking every game, I'd take New England.
Even with it being Thursday and with it being weird, I feel like New England's just too disciplined. First off. Second off, I mean, you just said like Justin Fields can't throw for more than 100 yards passing. I mean, he literally cannot get the ball to his receivers, and they have like some studs that I would love to see get the ball. Like I think Breece Hall should get the ball a little more on some wheels or something. I think Mason Taylor is a great guy out in the middle of the field, but he physically just cannot get them the ball. And New England, you said it's 12.5. If New England scores 3 touchdowns, I think that covers.
That covers.
Yeah. It's crazy. I wonder when, like FanDuel, what's going to be the odds for a receiver to have 10 yards? Because normally that's minus 20,000 if it's even there for some receivers. It's like that's going to be minus 300 or minus 10 yards. I mean, it's got to be at some point, though, because it's back-to-back weeks where he's extremely struggled in the passing game. Hey, they've got dubs, though. Aaron Glenn getting the ship right, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Fields is averaging 140 yards a game. That's just not going to be winning football. And he's not even running it that much either. He's only, he's averaging 30 rushing yards a game. Like the rushing stats have taken a huge hit, which doesn't make any sense to me. Like that's kind of his calling card. So I get us staying away from that. But again, Thursday night, our record as a podcast on Thursday night is brutal. So staying away from it, I think makes a lot of sense. We mentioned Green Bay and the Giants. Again, should Green Bay win? Yeah, they should. But what have they done recently to impress me? I mean, your defense is balled out. and the offense cannot move the football. And now Romeo Doubs left last week injured. You lost Eldon Jenkins for a period of time. Like, the injuries are starting to hit you a little bit. The defense can be great, but can you score points?
Yeah.
And the Giants have a good defensive line. At the end of the day, that's their calling card.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't love that many points, man. That one scares me.
Does Jackson Dart have a concussion?
He was ruled with one. I don't know if, but he's listed as questionable for this week.
Okay.
So we'll see what they do with him.
That's why I stayed away from it, just because I didn't know, like, if Dart's playing, like, I'll give him a little more slack, but like.
Yeah, and they do get the new coach bump, right? It'll be Mike Kafka who will get the run for the season. However, who's going to call the offense? Is it going to be Kafka? Because it's not Dable anymore.
Probably.
And I know that Dable and Dart, like, they were working together. They worked well together at the end of the day. Dart going out in the Bears game was a huge change. Him going out in the one game when Dable literally went over and said, "Are you guys done doing the concussion tests on him? Please, for the love of God."
Yeah.
So without Dable there, I don't know what that offense is going to look like. It's a little scary.
I think Carolina, Atlanta, I don't think anyone talked about that. And I can't lie, that was my one that maybe that should really have been in, even over Dallas, because Carolina run the football. Atlanta just gave up another huge game to a running back on the ground. I mean, JT, career day. I mean, the guy's Opoy, so he's already having a great year. But then the career day on everything, touches, yards. I mean, he won the game for the Colts, basically. And you got Rico Dowdle. I mean,
awesome.
Atlanta, everything's tough right now. Penix in the press conference, basically answering every question with, "We got to be better. Everything, I got to be better." And it's like, clearly things are just, it's tough right now in Atlanta because they've got a good team. They've got some weapons around them, and things just aren't clicking, and that's tough.
Yeah, I agree. And it's shocking to me that the Falcons are favorited. It's like, okay, why? That's one of those games where I'm like, why is this team favorited? Panthers have looked good outside of this past week when they lost.
I will say,
Falcons look
analytic numbers, but Bryce Young
been bad.
His yards per throw is one of the lowest since like Vietnam or something. I saw floating around.
Lowest,
that's tough.
They kept saying since the Vietnam War. I was like, why is that the timeline? But okay, I saw that all over Twitter. Yeah, he's struggled. And then another one we didn't talk about: AFC South matchup, Texans Titans. Texans -7, I think it is. I don't know. Could Davis Mills do it again? I doubt it.
I think it's Stroud. Right?
Stroud goes.
Because I think he was questionable for this game, and then they don't play him. Yeah, Titans are just bad. Titans are really bad.
Yeah. And honestly, I would be comfortable picking that. Titans have like one of the worst touchdown percentages of all time.
They're awful.
Yeah.
Like they might not get a touchdown per game this year. That's an actual like possibility.
This Titans team, and it's not to like rag on them, but they're an Arizona Cardinals hilarious collapse away from potentially 0-17.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Really. Yeah.
I don't see another game. Houston, Seattle, Jacksonville, Cleveland is their best chance. San Fran, KC, New Orleans, and Shuck look better. So that's not a dub anymore. And then Jacksonville. So if they don't beat the Browns, they could have been.
They might be 1-16 this year. They're horrible. But I think that's every game that we touched on for this week. There are some awesome games this weekend. I'm pretty excited about some of these. Especially that 3:00 window, man. You can just turn on Seahawks Rams and then put right next to it the Chiefs Broncos. You know the Ravens are going to handle the Browns, and the 49ers Cardinals. It's like, don't really care about that one, but there are some high quality games this weekend that I cannot wait to watch. So again, we will have the graphic up here for you guys to follow along with all of our picks. We will have Colin's picks added on here at the end so that way you guys know who he's taking. We'll try and get a locks video out later this week as well with Colin so that way you guys can get your locks in. But that's all we've got for you guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.